So how do we get those rules? Well, it starts out with the industry standard organizations. So the primary standard organization for FHIR is HL7. There are 3 or 4 other healthcare organizations that we and HL7 collaborate with in various domains, like DICOM and radiology. And kind of the next level then are FHIR Accelerator projects. So these are accelerator projects that take the base FHIR standards and create implementation guides for specific use cases. And these implementation guides cover both what data should move, but also the processes. What are the process for moving data back and forth, who does what. Da Vinci is one of those, and Da Vinci is a project that has industry members from healthcare organizations and healthcare payers. And they got together starting a couple of years ago and putting together the use case implementation guides for how do you do pre-authorization and other things where you're moving data back and forth between organizations. Kind of the next level are FHIR task forces, and these are less formal, and the real thing they do is they look at problems and propose solutions. And the FHIR at Scale task force is investigating the scalability of deployment. So what we're proposing with FHIR is to replace a lot of what's happening today with how do you find patients as they move around the country. How do you find a provider? Issues of identity, how to identify patients. So they're looking at that kind of thing. So by the time we get to the government rules, at each of these lower 2 levels are connect-a-thons. So we hold FHIR connect-a-thons 3 times a year. We have another one coming up in January. And in these connect-a-thons, we have, I think we had close to 600 people last time in a FHIR connect-a-thon. I think that number's right. It sounds pretty high to me. A number of people get together from different industry organizations, and they connect to each other and make sure that the base FHIR standard is working, and make sure that the processes we're defining in these implementation guides are proper. So the 2 government agencies we're going to talk about are ONC, which is more of a technology government government's rules that coordinate exchange of healthcare data, and then CMS, which is more administrative. So that's the administrative Medicaid, Medicare, insurance marketplaces. So by the time they get around to making rules, we've got 2 or 3 years of testing that's gone on, and we have the buy-in from the industry stakeholders.